Welcome to this blue Snowball Yeti mic that I don't own. It's actually not part of a big deal right now. Not for now, at least. Not even the codecs I have right now. Anyways, for those of you watching this playlist, is the part 202 for the TCCOTT main characters lingo of the playlist. I'll do more videos of this playlist over time as well, but not just the playlist as well. I'll do more videos for main characters, but for now, this is a part 202. I hope you enjoy, and this is going to be covering everyone that had covered since last time with Boyd and the other three villains. The heroes themselves, Lisk, Andromeda, Chris, and Olfl, actually. Olfl starting off this one. See you guys. This is the conversation you don't want to have. Ooh, how Olfl dies in the middle of TCCOTT, and since the beginning of the prologue, and technically in the prologue anyways, that's the prologue of TCCOTT. Anyways, in the middle of it being the core trilogy, which is not really because of the prequel, the sequel at that point, of anything else. I don't know. But Olfl dies within the first 5 minutes of TCCOTT in the premiere, the prologue of the main core trilogy. He dies really in the first 5 minutes of Martial Arts Massacre, as far as that season is concerned. The first 2 seasons, at least, of the core trilogy. He dies in the first 5 minutes to like the main aspect of the show, which is the martial arts magic. And not even that will stay relevant for the rest of the show, but it'll kind of, every once in a while, it kind of will. So, Olfl is usually an example of what it takes to be like sacrificing for the things you have to believe in, and still not needing to survive to tell a tale. And it's like Olfl did make a lot of mistakes in the show before like a point in the story, but it's like a lot of things that make Olfl great is that he's the most funniest in the show. He's also the most like it's merciful to people. Like Andromeda is merciful to people that he has to be without fault, but sometimes he is at fault. Olfl knows how to have mercy and still hold his own boundaries in regard. So Olfl is a coward much of the time, but at the same time he holds his own very firmly, a little too firmly, but he does hold his own. As far as compared to the other 4 characters, Olfl was one of the most usually genuine characters about what he did with a repurpose, even if he still didn't know what he was doing. So he's designed to be flawed, which is why when Lisk's rendition of the spin-off series, when Olfl is already dead throughout the show, it actually leaves an impact on the characters who are still alive to not die out of bullshit like that. And even to remember the reference to Olfl when he's still relevant in the show. The other thing is Olfl knew in the character in the show that, without spoilers much really, Olfl could have spoiled those things early on and they would have ruined the kind of of the plot. So if Olfl told them that dirt was actually not poisonous and their rocks are actually not indestructible, and that, math does exist, those things would spoil the show. Olfl's death didn't just mean about the secrets, it was about how people was a person when he was still alive. Even that point. Christopher Feather Jr. Okay, this guy is, now, he definitely lives way longer than Olfl. Let's get that out of the way, okay? He gets, let's big brain. Big brain. For real, real's big brain. Bigger than Olfl brain, but they're all in AP. Like, AP of, like, Lisk, Christopher, and, Olfl. They're all AP in the canon, at least. Representation takers or not. So, Christopher is a smart character. And he definitely lives longer than Olfl. Way longer. Even though he still dies in the end of the second book, so and the second season at that point. But like that's considered the real death, or he died because of smartphone addiction. Whatever works. Christopher has this knack for building out of the thin air blueprints of his mind of how adventures could work and things could be new and invented and combined. Usually, Christopher is a little bit inept because he thinks he needs the supplies in order to make these dreams come true. He could find a way to do it rhythmically, kind of like how Lisk would towards the end of the series, especially in the middle or the beginning. Because Lisk was way too clever. Lisk could do it without even thinking himself, and he can still do it without much material on his own end. Christopher has to think about it to make it work warrantedly, but he does it with materials that he cares about. So he's not getting warranted the way he has to supply. So Christopher has a blueprint ability, and he also has like this ideal for leadership that he actually works with people without forcing it to happen. And one more thing about Chris is that he's considered the leader of the Lemon Lynch gang of Algebris or even TCCOTT. Because Algebris, I don't know what the leader anyways, but Chris is always putting everyone else in line. He's a little after doing it. That's when Boyd will step in and help him out. But Christopher is usually a good social person without being too social like Andromeda or even Lisk, I get the point, or even Boyd. Olfl with Christopher. When it's usually Christopher and Olfl who obeyed until they end up dying anyways. Everyone else will fall in line with them. But not only with them, just, wait. So that's Christopher Feather Jr., not Senior. Junior, the son of him, essentially. Should I take the heads up for this one? Now, we're like, Andromeda Swordmaster, aka Answord, aka the proverbial supposed main character of TCCOTT, but not really. The people think he's a main character, but he's not. He shows up the most extrovertedly, but he's not the main character. He acts like he is, but he's not. So, as far as that spoiler is concerned, Andromeda is very sweet. He has literally the superpower to heal people's bodies while getting so injured in the process to recover them faster or sooner or more intentionally. Not if it's less intentional, the passive works more effectively. But he has a superpower to heal people, and he has a superpower to projectilize whips like axons out of his body. These are propellers, or even as like nunchucks or whatever. Like, he uses these abilities very sparingly though, and he also has the ability to like blend into the crowds like an actor, and he even has the ability otherwise like flying in the air like a skydiver. He has a lot of talents ahead of his superpowers. The thing at that, he has a lot of talents. He has a lot of, like he has a hidden superpower secret, and he knows things a lot about TCCOTT that even Olfl would tease about a little more. But Olfl probably would have told him first, and then Andromeda would have remembered. Andromeda gets screwed over halfway through the series, and he can show up more than halfway through like the middle of the series. Because of an incident that happens early in the main character, which is you're truly instant to see it. So Lisk has a very hate-love relationship with Andromeda. Andromeda tries to forgive Lisk, but it's not easy to do so. And Andromeda is not easy to carry on his own because he's also harm himself. Even more, Lisk is harming himself. But Andromeda has a hard goal that's worth saving a lot of people. One of the things that he's already done bullshit-wise. And Andromeda always does get it right. He doesn't always get a lot of things right, but he always tries to carry it a little too much. But eventually will carry it the right way. So Andromeda, Sword Master, and Sword. The plan is based on Sword and Shield instead of Shield and Sword, which will spend the same way it. So, anyways, that's Andromeda, Sword Master. Last one's TCCOTT for Lisk. This is the last one. We're good for you guys. We're very close to it. So he's a jerk face. So he's a jerk face. For now. Alright, how much time we got? Okay. Lisk Zeal Cunningham, my boy. Lisk Zeal Cunningham. Okay, look, guys. There's not much to this guy. He's literally the only asshole in the Lynch gang. He's also the only character that actually manages to copycat martial arts magic abilities from scratch, even more than Chris would with his inventions and physical ability. And then more Andromeda would be as a superhero without actually being too faulty. Without the ability being too strong in his own way, Wolf will die right. So, without Gate being his own anarchist, without Angus being out full of himself the wrong way, without Parcel being competent for you, so winning. Lisk is that character out of all 8 of them who overcomes all those bounds and wishes without needing to be an asshole because he does care. He cares too much in the wrong way, even more than Andromeda does, even more than Angus does. That's Lisk coming. Whoa! Click best reviewer. Click newest upload. Click within a playlist. And this is the subscribe button. Get me right? This is best reviewer, recent upload, a playlist of any kind, and a recent upload. Let me try this again, guys. You gotta remember this one. This is newest upload, playlist, subscribe, and best reviewer. Come on, you don't pay attention. Okay, this is me, 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 this is me. This is the creator TCCOTT, you weirdo. What are you doing? What am I doing? I'm out here.